What up YouTube, Knives and Gear Insights here with another short unboxing first impression video of a knife that I just picked up on Amazon. And they are currently, Fintiso has a sale going on. I guess it's their spring sale. Most knives of the company are 50% off, and I picked up 3 actually. This is the second one. The first one already unboxed here. And today we have from Fintiso the Cobra, which is their take on a shilling cutter, which is very interesting. It's a button lock, and you can see again aluminum scales, the small Fintiso logo. You got a flipper tab here, you got a backspacer here in believe that is aluminum, could be G10, but I believe this is aluminum as well. And then of course the blade here. So, and unfortunately non-reversible pocket clip. You got a small lanyard hole here that you can use if you're a lanyard person. I am not. And then you got a blue anodized button for the button lock, which is it's a plunge lock style. And then you also got the logo anodized here in the center. So the F is anodized, or beyond the F is anodized, and then the back of the pivot is also anodized in blue, which gives it a nice touch. And then you even got blue anodized hardware, blue anodized screws. I think this is really cool. I mean, this one is a really nice knife. The pocket clip is also really nice. You got a really accessible, so it's easy in and out of the pocket. Overall, it's a really nice knife. I think the hardware itself is pivot is T8 and body screws are T6s, unfortunately. But you know, I picked this up for $36, or right around $36. I don't know exact change, but at 50% off, as it stands currently, it's $36 and some change, or right around $36. So this is really cheap. And it's definitely worth every penny. It's got really nice jimping up here. This is actually really good jimping in my opinion. You can feel the grip. And you got your thumb hole or reverse flick hole or whatever you want to call it. So let's get the blade out and look at it. So here you can see definitely shilling cutter style. 14C 28N blade steel here. Small Fintiso print on here, so they're very subtle on their billboarding on this one, which is really cool. Fintiso in general is very subtle on their billboarding actually, which I really appreciate as a knife collector and whatnot. I mean, I know a lot of you guys appreciate that as well. So you got a really nice, comfortable handle, really good ergos. As I said, the jimping on here is very good. Like it has grip. On this one, this is one of my favorite jimpings so far that I ever picked a knife. I have picked, you know, all the knives that I so far looked at, and this is one of my favorite jimpings overall. This is very grippy. It's small, really good jimping, and it's very comfortable, and it gives you a secure, like a really safety feeling here, a secure feeling up top. Again, the sharpening choil here on this one is great as well. So Fintiso is a really underrated brand in my opinion that you should look out for. In general, I think it's a really good brand. They have done, yes, they have a little wonky knives, but like I said, I mean, this is the second one out of 3 that I picked up, and all 3 of those knives seem to be really nice. So, and one thing that I have to really mention on this knife here, that because I do the unboxing, but of course I had it already out. So just for like a few minutes, I just wanted to look at it. Sometimes I don't get the chance to like unbox the knife right when I get it. Sometimes it sits there for a while, you know, and sometimes I get bored. So I grab the knife for a few minutes just to look at it. And it's good, you know, that gives me a little bit insight on the knife. So one thing I have seen on this one specific, if you look at this plunge lock, you can see this is slightly beveled actually. So this is a very, very smooth operating plunge lock. Like I have not had any other knife out of all. I looked at all my button locks that I have. None of the CBBs, not even the more expensive. Here the what is it called? CGRB Echo, like the higher end version with titanium and S9DB. All the plunge locks have no beveling on them, so they cause, like this one here for instance, it causes a slight button stick. So you have always this little click on the button, and on this one you do not have this. It just operates smooth, very smooth, like, and you still got the detent here. Like, they have done on this one. I don't know what they did or how they did it, but they have really nailed. You got a detent. You got a really good feeling detent for your flick, and you got a super smooth operating button lock with this. And I think this is really great. This is the very first knife I have seen this on. I'm not sure if there's other knives out there. Don't quote me on that, because I don't know. Because I haven't seen, of course, every knife that's out there. But just in general, for this specific knife here, for in comparison to even here, let's take a look at the button here from the CBB Hyper Pulse, where you can see it very good too. So you have a slight bevel on here, but even this causes some stick. I don't know why. What it is? Is it just the material that they use? Is it the spring tension on that button? I don't know. But this has a really, there is no stick, no nothing. Like, this is really smooth, and it's just a slight bevel on the edge, which I think makes this operate the smoothest button lock I have ever had. Okay, so just wanted to point that out here on this knife. So let's do some size comparisons real quick. So this is a comfortable, pretty much full size, almost full size knife. It's a little, well, you can put it in the full size category, I think. So here is it compared to the V knives, a Quebec. Here you got it compared to the Kaiser Hawk DLC. And then here you got the comparison with another button lock with the Tenable Fenrir as example, and another button lock here, the Hyper Pulse. So you can see it's a little smaller than both, not by much. It's a little smaller, about an inch, maybe less than an inch. Here you got the what is it called? Migro and Moyarl, which is very similar in size actually. And then last but not least, the little Lander. So these two are very similar, very comparable in size. The blades are very comparable in size too. The only difference on these blades is the angle. So since this is, you can see the shape, the general shape of the blade is very similar actually, except of the angle, the way the blade is shaped. So this is the shilling cutter style, so where you basically have a whole curve around the knife, which gives you really good utility cuts, really good ergos overall, and I think it's really great. I mean, this is really comfortable. This is a really good knife, even at the full price that they're asking, around $70 I believe it is. But yeah, with the discount that I just got on Amazon with 50% off, it's definitely a worthy pickup. So let's do the measurements here. So you got a overall length of right around, what is that, 7 3/8. You got a blade length of about 3 1/8, and you got a cutting edge of just shy of 3 inches. So like I said, overall it's a really good EDC friendly knife. It's not too heavy. While we're at it with the specs, let's do the might as well do the weight as well. So you can see here the weight is at 3.74 ounces, so under 4 ounces, 3 3/4 ounces. Really good weight. Ergos are great, action is great. The The jimping here on the flipper tab works great too. It has, I feel like the flipper tab is probably the least favorite deployment method. You can fail it if you're go a little half on it, but the reverse flick is really good. Thumb flick works very good. So overall, I definitely think this is a really great knife, and definitely worthy to pick up for, especially like I said, the $36 price tag currently. It's an amazing value. There's a premium version out there with the carbon fiber as well, which is also 50% off. So you can get this actually in carbon fiber for like $72 or whatever it is right now currently on Amazon. So if you want the really on S35VN blade steel, I believe, I just didn't want to spend as much money, and even though it's a great deal for a little bit more premium knife, I felt like this is the perfect, version. I don't need more. Plus I needed money for another knife, so I felt like it's either one knife or two knives. And I need more content, so I picked the two knives, and I'm really happy with that. I'm really glad I picked this up. And if you want to pick it up, you're more than welcome to use my link. I will link it in the description. I can also put the link directly to Fintiso if this is already out of stock, or if it's if the sale has ended. You can still get the 10%. I have an affiliate link with Fintiso directly. You can go on their website and pick it up with my link at 10% discount. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like my content, please comment, like, subscribe to my channel. And that's for it for today. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.